In Italian, irregular verbs are verbs that do not follow the standard conjugation patterns in certain forms. I'm sorry. Their verb stems change unpredictably. In this lesson, we'll focus on 8 very common irregular Italian verbs in the present indicative tense. These high-frequency verbs are essential at the A1 level and include andare, to go, repeat after me, andare. Venire, to come, venire. Uscire, to go out, uscire. Fare, to do or to make, fare. Dire, to say, to tell, dire. Dare, to give, dare. Stare, to stay or to be, in terms of health or state, stare. Sapere, to know, affect or how to, sapere. Each of these verbs has unique present tense forms. We will review their conjugations, forms for io, tu, lui, lei, noi, voi, loro, see examples of how they're used in simple sentences, and then practice with some exercises. Note, even irregular verbs often use the regular endings for noi and voi forms. Noi, we, voi, you all. Normally, noi and voi just follow the regular pattern. For instance, you'll notice many of these verbs have iamo for noi and te, like ate or ete or ite for voi in the present tense, as in the regular patterns. The irregularities usually occur in the io, tu, lui, lei, and loro forms. Pay special attention to those forms and any spelling changes, like added letters or double consonants. Oh my god, while I record this lesson, I feel so sorry for you, my friend. Now, let's look at each verb one by one. Andare, to go. It is an irregular are verb, so its present tense forms do not follow the regular are conjugation. Here are the present indicative forms of andare. Io vado, I go. Tu vai, you go, informal singular. Lui, lei va, he or she goes. Noi andiamo, we go. Voi andate, you go, plural. Loro vanno, they go. Notice that andare uses the stem va or vad in the singular forms vado, vai, va, and returns to the regular infinitive stem and for andiamo, we go, andiamo, and andate, you all go. The loro form vanno ends in anno with a double N. Example, adesso vado a casa. I'm going home now. Second verb of this list, venire, to come. It is an irregular verb of the third conjugation, ire, with a stem change in the present tense. Here are the forms of venire. Io vengo, I come. Tu vieni, you come. Lui, lei viene, he or she comes. Noi veniamo, we come. Voi venite, you all come. Loro vengono, they come. You can see that venire uses two different stems. Veng in the io and loro forms. Vengo, io vengo. Vengono, loro vengono. And vien in the tu and lui, lei forms. Tu vieni, lui or lei viene. While noi and voi use the regular stem ven. Noi veniamo, voi venite. The addition of G in vengo and vengono is a characteristic of this verb. Example, Laura viene a casa mia stasera. Laura is coming to my house tonight. Uscire, to go out. It's another irregular ire verb that changes the stem in certain forms. Present tense conjugation of uscire. Io esco, I go out. Tu esci. Lui, lei esce. Noi usciamo. Voi uscite. Loro escono. For uscire, note the stem alternates between esc and ush. In the first, second, third person singular and third person plural, the verb takes esc. Esco, esci, esce, escono. In the noi and voi forms, it retains ush. Usciamo, uscite. This is why we say io esco, but noi usciamo. Example: esco con gli amici ogni sabato sera. I go out with friends every Saturday night. Fare, to do or to make. It's an extremely common verb and is irregular in the present tense. Here are the forms of fare. Io faccio, I do or I make. Tu fai, lui, lei fa. Noi facciamo, voi fate. Loro fanno, they do or they make. The verb fare has a unique first person singular faccio. Note the double C, la doppia C, faccio. The tu, noi and voi forms, fai, facciamo, fate, align with the patterns of are verbs, but the stem fac is irregular. Example: mia madre fa una torta. My mother is making a cake. Dire, to say or to tell. Its conjugation is io dico, I say or I tell. Tu dici, lui, lei dice. Noi diciamo, voi dite, loro dicono. Observe that dire inserts a si in the io, tu, lui, lei and loro forms. Dici. But the noi and voi forms, diciamo and dite, are slightly more regular. In particular, voi dite is short and is not voi dicete, it's voi dite. But how can you even remember all of this? Sorry, these forms simply need to be learned by heart. There is no way around it. Example: lui dice sempre la verità. He always tells the truth. Dare, to give. Here is the present tense forms of dare. Io do, I give. Tu dai, you give. Lui, lei dà, with an accent. Noi diamo, voi date, loro danno, they give. Notice that da, the third person singular form, is spelled with an accent. This is to distinguish it from the unstressed preposition da, that means from or by. Ad esempio, io vengo da Milano. I come from Milan. Da here is from. In this case, we have lui, lei dà. He or she gives. How do we distinguish whether this is a verb or a preposition? If it's written with an accent, is a verb. Lui, lei dà. He or she gives. If there is no accent, is the preposition from. The loro form danno has a double N, as do other similar verbs like vanno, fanno, stanno, in their, loro. The tu form dai ends in I, consistent with the pattern we saw for irregular are. Example: Luca dà un regalo a suo padre. Luca gives a gift to his father. Stare, to stay or to be. Io sto, I stay or I am. Tu stai, lui, lei sta. Noi stiamo, voi state, loro stanno. Like the other irregular are verbs, stare has a distinctive io form, sto, and loro form, stanno, with a double N. While noi stiamo and voi state look regular. Stare is commonly used to inquire or talk about someone's well-being or current state. Come stai? How are you? And to indicate staying in a place. Examples: come stai? Sto bene. How are you? I'm well. Or oggi stiamo a casa. Today we are staying at home. Sapere, to know, or to know how to do something. This is an irregular ere verb that has irregular stems and irregular endings. This is sapere in the present tense. Io so, I know. Tu sai, you know. Lui, lei sa. Noi sappiamo. Voi sapete. Loro sanno. The irregularities in sapere include the first person singular so, which is very short, and the third person plural sanno, with a double N. Also note the spelling of noi sappiamo, with double P. The stem adds an extra P in this. Despite these changes, the tu, lui, lei, noi, and voi forms still use the expected endings, but attached to a slightly altered stem. Examples: io so la risposta. I know the answer. Luca sa nuotare. Luca knows how to swim. Summary tip: irregular verbs often must be memorized individually, but you can look for small patterns. For instance, all 4 irregular are verbs, andare, dare, fare, stare, have 2 forms ending in I, and loro forms ending in anno, with a double consonant in spelling. Verbs like venire and uscire insert a G or change the stem for certain persons, and sapere and dire have unique short stems. Io so, io dico, and so on. With practice, you will become familiar with these forms. Now it's time to practice using these irregular verbs. Fill in the blanks with the correct present tense form of the verb in parentheses. Io a Roma ogni giorno. Here we want to conjugate andare. 3, 2, 1. Io vado a Roma ogni giorno. Tu cucinare molto bene. The verb is sapere. 3, 2, 1. Tu sai cucinare molto bene. Come? Bene, grazie. Stare. 3, 2, 1. Come stai? Sto bene, grazie. Noi, un nuovo libro allo studente. Dare. 3, 2, 1. Noi diamo un nuovo libro allo studente. Laura, la verità ai suoi genitori. Dire. 3, 2, 1. Laura dice la verità ai suoi genitori. Marco, alle 7 ogni mattina. Uscire. 3, 2, 1. Marco esce alle 7 ogni mattina. I miei amici, a casa mia stasera. Venire. 3, 2, 1. I miei amici vengono a casa mia stasera. L'ultima, the last one. Mia sorella, una telefonata importante. Fare. 3, 2, 1. Mia sorella fa una telefonata importante. Watch this video as many times as you need until you memorize all the present tenses of the irregular verbs in Italian. E ci vediamo alla prossima lezione. Ciao!